morning, Wildcats, and welcome to the 2024-25 school year. I speak for everyone when I say just how excited we are to have you here in the halls of Dallastown with us. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Misty Wilson, principal here at Dallastown High School. This year marks my third year as your principal. Prior to that, I was assistant principal for 7 years, and before that, I was a teacher for 13. As your principal, and prior to that, I've seen so many students walk through our high school finding success, and I know that you, and each and every one of you, can find that same success. We're here, fiercely committed to you to help you do that. This morning, we'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you to many of the important faces that you'll see here in the office. At first, I will introduce to you our assistant principal, Ms. Mikos.
Welcome back, Wildcat Nation. We're excited to kick off the 24-25 school year with all of you. This year marks my first full year at Dallastown Area High School and my 24th year in education. If your last name falls within A to GO, I will be your go-to administrator. If you see me around the hallways, stop and introduce yourself. I can't wait to work with all of you. As many of you know, our cafeteria can be a busy place. In order for this time to operate smoothly, there are a few guidelines we need you to follow. During morning arrival, for students entering the building prior to 7:18, you will report to the cafeteria. During this time, students can grab some breakfast, socialize with friends, but we do ask that you remain in your seats. Before leaving for period 1, please make sure to clean up all of your trash and leave your area neat and clean. During lunch periods, students are not permitted to bring their bags or backpacks with them. These items must remain in their 4th period class. Tables and chairs are not reserved for students. If you have an empty seat at your table, please make sure to welcome other students to join you, but please do not rearrange furniture to make more for seating arrangements. Once you find your seat, this is the area for the duration of the 30-minute lunch period. Please do not wander throughout the cafeteria visiting. The cafeteria is a social place, but please maintain conversational volume, so yelling or screaming, please. Follow and adhere to the entry and exit signs for the food serving areas. This allows Chartwell staff to get everyone fed in a timely manner. As previously mentioned, you and your table mates are responsible to clean up your area, including the tables, chairs, and floor. Trays must be returned to the dishwashing area, and all trash must be placed in the receptacles. If you have earned a claw card, we encourage you to take advantage of the alternate dining area options, including the lobby, courtyards, Wildcat Cafe, and hallways. And finally, please remain at your table and wait for the whistle to be blown before leaving the cafeteria. Students are not permitted to gather at the door or in the lobby prior to the whistle blowing. Thank you again for your cooperation in making our Wildcat Cafeteria a success and making Dallastown Area High School an awesome place to learn and work. Back to you, Dr. Wilson.
Thank you, Ms. Mikos. The next administrator I'd like to introduce is Dr. Bumstead.
Welcome back, Wildcats. Dr. Bumstead here. This is my 29th year in education as a teacher and administrator with a decade occurring here at Dallastown, where I've served the students and staff in a variety of capacities. I can genuinely say that I'm more excited than ever about this year, as we have planned, and most importantly, the role that student leadership and ownership are going to play in making DAHS the best high school around. This year, I'll be working most closely with students' last names GR through O, but I'm here for all of our students regardless of last name and grade. Allow me to take a few moments to talk about the student dress code. While we do our best to allow for individuality, creativity, and current fashion trends, we do have basic expectations for students to follow. The school is your workplace, and as you will find out, every workplace has expectations for appropriate dress based on common sense, community norms, and workplace safety. So let's begin. Hoods, hats, and head coverings are not permitted inside our buildings, with very few exceptions, including established religious beliefs and explicit administrative approval. Scarves are permitted if they are being used to hold the student's hair back. Clothing must thoroughly cover undergarments for both male and female students. Fashion choices that are too revealing will be subject to administrative review and likely a directive to change into more conservative attire. Likewise, clothing with inappropriate messaging or branding, including vulgarities, obscenities, the promotion of violence, the use of alcohol, tobacco, and/or drug use, including those marijuana leaf socks, are not permitted. Students who violate this expectation will also be subject to administrative review and likely a directive to change. The bottom line, if you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and you say to yourself, yeah, this outfit's gonna draw negative attention, then you probably wanna change. We kindly ask that you as students not place us in the role of clothing cops by simply following these basic expectations of your scholastic workplace. I look forward to supporting all of you as we seek to make our high school experience incredibly awesome. Thank you and have a great school year.
Next up is our newest administrator, Mr. Richards.
Hey Wildcat Nation, I'm Mr. Richards. Thank you to everyone here at Dallastown for being so welcoming to this former Spring Grove Rocket. I'm excited to get started here at the high school. Students, if your last name resides in the P through Z part of the alphabet, I will see you more often than others. However, I'm really excited to getting to know everybody here at the high school. I come with a passion for all things social studies, ELA, the tech ed part of STEM, film and video production, the arts, soccer and lacrosse. I mean, have you seen a new concept of lacrosse 6? It's 6-on-6 lacrosse. It just elevates the fastest game on 2 feet to a whole just crazy level. And then I am fiercely committed to serving the individuals of this high school and the Dallastown community and following proper procedures. Speaking of those, I'm relying on the 11th and 12th graders to remind others, but really everyone in the hallways, that we travel in one direction and one way only during transition time. Please travel in the proper direction. You have 6 minutes to do this in between classes. There are reminders everywhere, and this keeps us moving to where you gotta go in a safe and orderly fashion. You don't need to yield to oncoming traffic because there just isn't any. See you in the halls, and let's go Wildcats.
I know that we've reviewed with you a lot of rules and expectations, and that may not be exactly what you want to listen to on the first day of school. However, we can't say enough for just how important these rules and expectations are. Without them, you can't have the best learning experience possible, the best pep rallies possible, the most fun student section possible, and all of the other clubs and activities that we offer here for you at Dallastown High School. As Dr. Bumstead said, we have lots of opportunities planned: spirit weeks, pep rallies, class competitions, and more. We can't wait to see all of these unfold in the 24-25 school year. Make the most of every day that you come to school. Find yours something to be fiercely committed to, and let's make 24-25 school year the best year yet. Thanks to Wildcats, and have a great first day.